everybody, Adam Rogers with Power-Tek back again for another safe work practice. Today we're going to be covering hearing protection. Now, we have a few different reasons why we might want to protect our hearing. Number one, basically, you only get one set of eardrums. They can't be fixed, they can't be replaced, and most oftentimes hearing damage is permanent. So you want to protect your hearing at all costs. You don't want to be a 70-year-old man and not be able to hear the laughter of your grandchildren or, even your dog barking that he needs his supper. So we're going to cover a few different types of hearing protection today, and hopefully we can avoid any damage to your hearing because it is permanent. Here are some examples of when we use hearing protection. Under this policy, we must use hearing protection when the worker will be exposed to a level of 85 decibels or higher for an 8-hour workday. This is a time-weighted average, meaning that the acceptable exposure time goes down as the exposure volume goes up. A sound level meter can be requested from your supervisor, and you can use an online calculator to calculate the acceptable exposure time using the level that you measure. When measuring and assessing the level, it should be remembered that decibels are measured on a logarithmic scale. In practice, this means a given volume is actually 10 times louder than you measure a difference of only 10 decibels. If the SLM is unavailable or you're in doubt, it is always preferable to use hearing protection. Just in case. Remember, you only get one set of these. Keep them safe. Now it's time to talk about a few of the different types and styles of hearing protection that we will be using. Again, I showed you that we have the ear muffs, we have the single-use guys, and we have the ones on a cord, so you always have them with you. Now, the earplugs should conform to the proper CSA standard and be marked as such to the packaging, which is a CSA Z94.2 classification. For maximum attenuation, the earplug should be inserted by reaching one hand around the back of the head, pulling the ear upwards, and then insert the plug with the other hand according to the manufacturer's instruction. So I'm going to demonstrate that for us right now. Now, when I put these in, I like to squeeze them and give them a little roll around in my fingers so that it's a lot smaller to go into the ear canal. So we're going to grab from behind our head, we're going to pull the ear back so we can insert the plug deep enough into the ear canal so that when it starts to expand, it will fill the whole ear cavity. And we can do that again with the other side. We'll just roll it around. Reach around like this, give a little tug, put it in, and wait for them to expand. Now that we've demonstrated the single-use earplugs, we're going to go and take a look at these guys. These are basically just like the single-use, the same. We're going to squeeze them, roll them around a little bit, and they'll be inserted in your ear the same way. But they have this convenient string on them, which means you can kind of just hang them around your neck. This is especially useful when you're transitioning in and out from a loud area to an area where you just want to talk normally with your coworkers. You don't have to grab a new pair every time, and these will stay with you all day. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about earmuffs. Now, earmuffs should conform to the proper CSA standard and be marked as such on the packaging. The CSA Z94.2 stamp. Now, before you use them, you're going to want to inspect the earmuffs and be sure that there's no cracks or holes or rips in the lining around them or on the casing itself. Now, there should also be proper tension in the band so that they will sit firmly on your face, or your ears rather, and hold their position. When wearing the earmuffs, the cup should fit snugly over the entire ear and be adjusted to prevent any discomfort. Now I'm going to show you all how to actually install them on your hard hat. I just happen to have mine here with me. There's these little holes here. Some people have a little pencil holder or whatever on them, but basically These earmuffs come equipped with a little clip that will just go right in there. You heard it snap into place. We'll get the other side. There we are. So now we're locked and loaded. Now, I don't always like having these on my hard hat because they end up adding an extra 4 pounds to your head, and it can be really hard on the back of your neck. So when you're putting them on, just swing them both down and they'll push right into your face. And make sure that your ears are fully inside. And the other cool feature about them is on a windy day, it'll hold your hard hat onto your head, so you don't have to worry about it taking a stumble off of the top of a high rise or wherever you're working. Now, sometimes you're going to be working in areas and your TWA is going to be an average of 100 decibels or higher through the day. In these instances, you're going to want to wear double hearing protection. So as we said before, with the one-shot earplugs, we're going to kind of squeeze them around a little bit, roll them through your fingers, grab behind your ear, and insert them into the ear canal. We'll do that for both ears. And then we're going to couple that with our earmuffs that we have on our hard hat. And now, because I have the plugs in my ear canals and this form-fitting muff cover over my ears, I can hardly hear a thing.
Really?
What was that, Chris? I see your lips moving, but I can't make out the words. Oftentimes, if you're working in some sort of industrial setting where there's lots of motors and engines and things running, they will actually have posted right on the job site a sign that will give you the actual decibel level of the room or work area you're going to be entering. So you'll know whether you need to wear single hearing protection or in some cases the double, which we've just shown you. So basically, when it comes to hearing protection, your supervisors are going to be making sure that if it's a loud area, that you are provided with hearing protection, that you are aware of the actual decibel ratings, and on a supervisory level, they're going to be making sure that you are following our practices for working safe in a loud environment, and that you are actually wearing your hearing protection. Now that we've learned all about hearing protection and how to keep these babies safe, I expect you all to use it. Stay safe out there, everybody. See you on the next one.